Okay, it's been the Cardiff and Halaholo show.
Yeah.
It's been pretty entertaining.
Halaholo, he's been incredible. His footwork is magic. He's a guy that we probably would have looked at, found him a bit lazy in his work, but not tonight. He's on fire, really putting in a massive game. And Joey then for Munster, pulling the strings and really having a big performance.
Yeah, well, there's been loads of tries to look at. We'll look at the Nick Williams try first of all.
Yeah, look, I think Munster will be really disappointed here. You know, again, it's a right foot step from Halaholo and a left foot and a left arm fend. They'll have scouted that all week, and if they didn't, they're not doing their job. You know, I think they'll be disappointed to concede that kind of break from first phase again.
You're not going to stop Nick Williams either.
No, absolutely not. He's a big old buster in there. Look, it's a lovely bit of play from Halaholo. I don't want to take away from that, but I think Munster will be disappointed to get the chest up and get fended there. Mike Sherry's usually an outstanding defender, so he'll be disappointed there. And it's a great finish. Nick Williams, you ain't going to stop the big guy from there.
Yeah, okay. And then, of course, then for Munster, we had 2 tries from Andrew Conway. Yeah, not a bad way back for him, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. He's a nose for the line and gets across. Brilliant out of Joey Carberry, really, to put him away. And we're just seeing Chris Clote here turning over the ball. Great hands by Joey, and Andrew Conway down the touchline does a great job to finish it.
That's a super little kick at the end. Tommy, we know how difficult that is. I definitely wouldn't have attempted it.
we were fighting it out here. I felt it could have gone under the post, but
I too feel it could kick with either of them. Honestly, it was look, it's a lovely bit of play because he's under pressure. I think Gareth Anscombe has the angle on him there. Good to see Andrew Conway in some good form. He's a big player for Munster.
Yeah, and then just 3 minutes later, Joey Carberry, some magic from him, set up another try for Andrew.
Yeah, well, it's a simple bit of play here. Like, you know, you got to do these things well, and opportunities will present themselves. He takes his ball really, really well. Simple take, but it's hard to do under pressure. Poor defence from, I think Ellis Jenkins will be disappointed with the defence, but it's a lovely break from Joey Carberry. And what I want to highlight here is Tyke Byrne. I mean, this is for the big guys. Dunners would definitely be. He'd be back in the 22.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic bit of play, and he ends up getting the ball back here for Munster as well. That's what you want to see from your big guys, you know, putting in the effort. Again, 3 or 4 phases later, he's the man that carries it here. And we're just going to stop it here just for a moment and show Clote again. It's the same guys that are producing the bit of good play for Munster. It's a lovely inside line, very difficult to Lilo's one earlier on. Joey Carberry hanging on that space and behind, allowing defenders opportunities to make bad decisions, which they do. It's a lovely finish, and Andrew Conway, like every good winger, hanging out there you know, sniffing around for a try. Great pass by Joey, and lovely bit of play. That was a great team try from Munster.
Yeah, of course. And then it wasn't. I think it was 3 minutes again. Then Tomas Williams with a try for Cardiff to get them back in front.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, coming here from the line out, and again, it's a bad miss, but it's incredible footwork. Like, we were just amazed by it, and just a great pass and in the right place to finish, you know.
To be honest with you, I was a bit disgusted that they got beaten by the right foot step again. You know, they have to push him outside there even once he makes the break. The goosey at the start is a lovely bit of play to go through the gap, but I think they'd be disappointed again to get broken from first phase. He just can't do that. This good 9 trailing there, and he gets his just reward. So lovely bit of play there.
This was a gutter for me though. When you turn over the ball, you know, make a line of steal, and then straight away you turn it over again.
Yeah, and look, it's a lovely bit of play here. We're going to I think we're going to have a quick look at. I think it's kind of Taute's role, and I think Dunner's made a good point as well. You know, it's probably a role to play for Andrew Conway, but if you look at him here, he's looking in at Anscombe here, and his eyes are on what's kind of inside him and right in front of him too long. He ends up stepping forward, so he has to turn around against a top quality back. You cannot turn around and chase someone back. Now, I do feel like Andrew Conway probably could have helped him out a little bit and possibly stepped in, but we're probably being a little bit critical there. I think Taute, once he has a look in, he's looking in too long. Once he steps forward, he has to turn back. Once the ball goes outside him, you can't do. You won't be able to turn and chase the guy down.
It's very like the try that was disallowed earlier on the first half when Lane should have went over. But I mean, you can see he doesn't know. I think he was almost looking at the winger for that trail almost that time.
Yeah, he was. And look, again, like that was an option there. It's a nice play for them, but I still think Taute, like for me, in that position, if you're not coming forward, if you're not trying to stop the ball, what you need to be doing is you need to be 80% what's in front of you, and then 20% on the ball so you can see where it's coming. In your peripherals, you should be looking at that there. He's not looking at what's in front of him. He's looking inside. What ends up happening is he ends up coming forward onto the lead runner, who's actually quite easily covered by Scammell on the inside. So he'll be disappointed, and there's learnings to get from it for me, definitely.
Okay, let's go and look at Thomas Williams' second try as well.
Yeah, look, again, and I kind of mentioned it earlier on, you know, I think, you know, Munster will be disappointed. All the tries went through the middle of Dunners. Yeah, and this is an area where you'll know that you cannot concede ground in here or let them go through. If they're going to go outside you, make them pass it outside you. It's a difficult thing to do to get outside a professional rugby team on the outside.
And the speed of ball as well, you know, and that's what it leads to here. Their breakdown tonight was 2 seconds, you know, 3-second ruck ball, and you just you need to slow it there some bit, you know. And I suppose with the Munster back row that went out tonight, you thought they were going to be really strong in slowing Cardiff's ball down, but they won that battle.
Well,